Hi guys, you're on Elimination Channel. Today I'll tell you how to play Castle. Castle is a pretty interesting card game that was created in Sweden and Norway, where people started to play this game in Europe and USA. and the game in my opinion is a mix of two card games, just like Burgout and Rat-a-tat-tat. This time it's a mix of 101 and Fly. Oh wait, no, not Fly. Stumps. Yeah, 101 and Stumps. I made videos about this game. So go watch them if you want to. And you'll later understand why do I think the that why Castle is mix of these card games. The game is using a deck of 52 cards, and the superiority of cards is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, 2, and 10. 2s and 10s are special cards, and I'll tell you later what they are doing. So yeah, the game is played with 2, 3, 4, or 5 players, and the objective is identical to the objective in the card game Full and Stumps, which means that the first which means that the player that got rid of all their cards wins, and the game is going until only one player with cards is left. The and the players are choosing the dealer, and they will give every player 9 cards, starting with three hidden cards. With these three hidden cards, and yeah, then with these three cards that everyone are seeing but not taking into hands. The same thing applies to the hidden cards, and also the cards that everyone are seeing are placed on top of the hidden cards. And finally, each player is getting cards, three cards, three white cards, and players are using those cards. They are looking at them, and they are putting them in their hands. And finally, the in the end of the deal, the dealer is putting the the remaining deck onto the onto the middle of surface. So yeah. After that, the cards replacement begins. Cards replacement is very similar to the purchase in the card game Fly. I also made a video about this game, so go watch it if you want to. And that means the players are replacing their cards with different cards, but this time they're replacing them with these three cards that everyone are seeing, and the players are replacing these cards that they are using. Also, the each player is getting three cards in at a time. So yeah, and I'm not sure, but I think I messed up a bit with the showcase of the deal. So sorry about that. And the players can replace any amount of cards from 0 to 3, and after each player is done with the replacements, the the gameplay starts and the cards replacement ends. In the gameplay, the leftmost player that is sitting near the dealer is the first player putting a card. They can put any card onto the table, onto the surface near the remaining deck, and that card is creating a discard pile that is placed here. And After that, the players are putting cards clockwise and they are putting cards with the same or higher value. For example, there's a 5 here, and that means each that means the next player must put a 5 or any card higher than 5, but cannot play fours and but cannot put 4 or 3 because these cards are lower than 5. So yeah, after putting a card, the player immediately is immediately getting a card from the deck. And not just card, usually a card, but they are actually getting cards until there are 3 cards in their hand. So yeah, and if the player has at least 2 cards of one rank, then they can put they can put all of these cards in one turn onto the discard pile. And if the discard pile has 4 cards of one rank in a row, then that discard pile is going out, which means that the each card in the pile is not participating in the game. So yeah, and if if the player doesn't have a fitting card, which means that they have only cards lower than the most upper card of the discard pile, then they'll get the entire discard pile, and they will also skip their turn. Yeah, also after the player got rid of these cards that they are using, they will start putting these three cards that everyone are seeing. And after getting rid of all of these cards, they will start putting this putting these 3 cards, hidden cards, onto the discard pile. And if they will get rid of even and if they will get rid of these cards, then they will win the game and will start participating. Also, the players these hidden cards, these hidden cards, players are choosing them. Basically, when the players are choosing them, they're they're choosing them randomly without basically any thinking. So yeah, players can't see these hidden cards. So yeah, they're choosing them randomly. And also, if the if the player has a fitting card but doesn't want to put it, then that player can skip their turn and get the entire discard pile. But that is pretty but that brings a lot of harm. So yeah, usually you should not do that. And also, remember how I told you about choose and tens, how are they special? So basically, if the player will put a two of any suit, then that player must put another card on top of the two. This is basically like eight from the card game 101. So yeah, and the player that plays the two can put basically any other card, two, and anything higher than choose. So yeah, and I don't think there is something lower than choose. So yeah, and finally 10. If the player will put 10 onto the discard pile, then that pile will go out. Every card, every card in the pile will basically never appear again. Basically, players will not see them. Basically, those cards will never return in the game. So yeah, and, and what else can I say? Oh yeah, the player, the player that plays the 10 will put another card on, creating a new discard pile after getting rid of the previous discard pile. So yeah, um, I think I told you everything about this game. I hope you like this video. I hope you now know how to play Castle, and I hope you now understand why this game, in my opinion, is a mix of 101 and Rat-a-tat-tat. So yeah, and so yeah, I'm ending this video right now. So yeah, goodbye.